Okay, welcome back everybody. So today we're going to work on strengthening the legs and stretch out the hamstrings a little bit. So the first pose is just bring your arms up, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes, and sit down like you are in a chair. Going to sit down in a chair. You can leave your arms down if you want, but having them up there kind of just gives you a little bit more form. But if you can't lift your arms up, you can put them on your legs too. So we're just going to hold this pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale. From here, you're going to straighten the legs and lean forward. Okay? If you can't touch the floor, you can put your hands on your knees and just lean forward. Right, so you can either put your hands down or you can put your hands on your legs and just lean forward. Okay, you can also put some yoga blocks down there to keep you upright, or you can use a chair in front of you. So if you're using the chair, it looks like this. Okay, and you can bend the knees or straighten. Okay, so we're going to go up to the chair pose and then forward to the chair. If you can come down to your elbows, that works too. You're stretching out your lower back, and you can bend the knees here and straighten. Keep the core engaged. And you can raise and lower onto your tippy toes. Okay. And if you're able to go down onto the floor, it looks like this. And you're doing the same thing, just raise and lower your feet. Okay, so there's lots of ways to do this, depending on your level of flexibility. So, and if you can get down even this far, you can turn the chair around and just go to the front. Keep your shoulders down and back. And you come bend the knees. Now if you need help to do the chair pose, you can do the same holding the chair. So instead of going up, you would be holding on to the chair. And the other thing you can do is put the chair behind you and just like you're going to sit down in the chair and then stand up. Hands on your knees, core engaged, legs tight, or you can put the arms extended in front. Another way to do it, if you're just starting out and your legs aren't strong enough, is to sit down in the chair and then actually just stand up from there a couple of times. And what you're doing here is you're strengthening your legs, getting your hips moving. Okay, so it's called chair pose because it looks like you're sitting down in a chair. You can then work to like you're going to get up and sit back down, squeeze the core, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. Keep your arms out for balance. Alright. Go your own pace here as well. And then you can just come to a sit. Take a couple of breaths. You're going to get a little bit of cardio doing this because you're working your body, you're strengthening your legs. Okay? From here, we're going to just sit down and you just want to lean forward with your elbows. Again, you're going to try to get down to the ground. So you can bring your hands down. You can use the yoga blocks. Or you can put another chair in front of you and just lean over onto that chair. There's many options. You can also sit shoulder width apart with your legs and lean forward a little bit more if you're able to. Again, you can put yoga blocks in front of you, books, whatever you need to, you know, if you can't get down all the way. It's okay to use props. Deep breaths in and out. And just allow your back to stretch out here. Then if you can go down further, extend your arms out in the front. And you're going to get a nice deep stretch in your back here. Let your lower back stretch out. Bring your hands back in. And slowly come back up. And we're going to roll the shoulders a little bit. And I've got one more stretch for you today while you're sitting in the chair. You can fix my cushion. Just kind of turn and reach your hand behind you. And you're just looking over that shoulder as far as you can. Nice deep breaths. Alright, if you're not able to turn to this side, you can also just lower down to the side that way. Okay? And then do the other side. Deep breath in and out, let that air out. Switch. And then back to the center. Alright, again, if you can't twist, you're just leaning over to the side. And then you can combine that side movement, if that's the one you're doing. Go left and right. Alright, that's good to stretch out your sides. Okay, from here we're going to lift up the leg just onto your knee. And this is a stretch in itself, just sitting here, and then you can lean forward. You're stretching the bottom of the foot here, and you're stretching your hip flexors. You can massage the bottom of your foot if you like. And if you're able to sit back and lift the foot up a little bit, you're going to get a good stretch through the outside of the leg. Okay. From here we're going to switch sides. Do the same thing. Bring the foot up. Lean forward. Put a little bit of pressure on that leg. You're going to feel where it's stretching right in the center of the hip flexor. It's actually on the outside of the leg where your IT band and the side of your hip connects there. So you can lean forward. If you want, if you can reach the ground, you can lean forward even further. And you can sit back, bring the foot up, and stretch deep into that hip flexor. Okay? Alright. Then from here, I want you to just move the chair over to the side. And we're just going to come down, touch the ground or use your blocks. And then work your way down to the floor, and we're just going to drop into child's pose. So hands to the side, just get a nice stretch in your lower back. Bring your hands in the front. Roll the shoulders down and back. And then slowly come forward and back to standing. And then bend the knees and slowly rolling up. Okay? So that's all I got for you for today's stretch and strength training. And I hope you guys will try it. It's a really easy one. It's a good one to start with for your legs if you're working to get your legs going. If you got an upright stationary bike, you can jump on that for 5 or 10 minutes as well, and just adjust the tension to what you can do. And especially in the cold months when it's cold outside and you don't feel like walking in the wind, just jump on your stationary bike for 10, 15, 20 minutes. I do mine every night for 10 to 15 minutes right now. I've still got it maxed all the way up. I don't, sometimes I do it for 15, sometimes I do it for 20. And again, just, maybe one day you'll feel like doing it longer, but don't worry if you don't do it for a long time, as long as you jump on and you do it for a bit. That's the key, is to, be consistent with what you're doing, at least do a little bit. Alright, that's all I got for you guys today. I will see you next workout. And you can also join my fan club right here on YouTube if you want longer videos. Thanks for watching, everybody. Keep stretching.